welcome to the Communicast. This is a special episode dedicated to the upcoming Escapist Expo in Durham in October. I'm your host this evening, Jesse. And Fappy, you did this. I'm blaming you.
What did I do? You spoiled it. They didn't even know I was on the cast until you just blurted it out without a proper introduction.
You ruined it all!
I'm going with Jesse because no one can pronounce my name.
Jesse, you had one job.
Anyway, I'm the moderator because I have not been to Durham yet. The folks who are with me this evening will be basically giving you all the information about Durham, the convention, and the area around it so that hopefully you all know what's going on and know where to go if you need anything. But with me tonight is Fizz.
Hello.
Fappy.
Hi.
Time Lord.
Hello, Internet.
And Sky.
Hi.
Alright, so the first question I'll ask is, so we have the convention center in Durham. For those who have not yet been there, what is within walking distance of that convention center? Is it in a populated downtown area, or is it kind of out on its own?
It's actually not. It's only a few blocks away from that, like, I hesitate to say downtown area, but it's like a cool, big restaurant-y area.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's in the middle of town.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that far from Duke University, so it's in a college town. So, if you live anywhere near university, I mean, the downtown area or that area is going to be exactly like that. So just a bunch of bars and restaurants and stuff.
Yeah. Across the street, there's this big parking deck, and right outside the convention center, there's this awesome like little hangout area that looks like it has been used as like a kung fu movie, like fight out scene, like multiple times. Something out of Streets of Rage.
Where's that?
What was that, Sky?
You mean the bit right in front of the convention
Yeah, it's
center?
like there's like stairs and like a little pavilion and stuff.
Oh, where we set up on the first
yeah.
day for taking in people. Skylar knows what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Volunteers, y'all!
Yeah. I remember waiting outside and it was getting kind of hot. So
I guess.
Yeah, I remember looking at the queues.
I remember we were in line inside. I don't know what you guys were doing wrong.
Well,
The line went miles outside.
Huh.
yeah, on the what was it, that Friday? Yeah, it was. I think I was there at like 10 o'clock, and I waited for like a half an hour to get my pass and all that stuff.
I remember.
Friday was definitely the busiest.
I remember standing out there for a really long time for the Miracle of Sound concert because it took them a while to like fit us all in there.
Oh, you were outside, haha.
Yeah, I was outside. And there was some
wait,
weird
outside
like,
where? Outside.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, outside.
No.
Outside. Not
Oh, we
outside.
Well, we were waiting outside the hall in the corridor area for the concert to start. We were waiting for Radham and Kelter to finish.
No, we were actually out in the weather. I guess. Is the most
we weren't.
important.
I was
we-
already
we were
inside.
safe.
Oh, I know.
Inside.
Wait, Fappy's talking about before you could get in to the convention center, like when we had to wait for us online so we can get our bracelets and stuff. That's what he's talking about. Because I remember Fappy and Inez and his crew, we were waiting for Random Encounter to finish before Miracle of Sound.
Yeah, I'm talking about like it was like the whole night thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I don't even think anybody had done any kind of concert or anything yet at that point.
No, not yet.
They were just trying to like, I guess, get all the chairs out of there basically.
Oh, the whole chair fiasco, yeah.
Yeah.
So on the first day of the expo, and you have the convention center itself, what was happening that morning when everything was starting?
Panicking.
And is that where you go to get your tickets?
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten them already?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go, assuming you're staying in the actual, I think it's a Marriott, right?
Yeah.
Go down the elevator.
Yeah.
Walk past the hotel bar, and there's the line to get in.
Or alternatively, if you're coming in from outside, you just go straight in and you can see it from there.
That too.
So the hotel and the convention center are together, joined together then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the same building.
They are the same building. Oh.
Pretty much, yeah. And what was going on that morning was they had some early panels, and I think that morning was probably when like the trading floor area was the busiest, simply because everybody was just getting there and they wanted to see what was going on. And after that, everybody knew it was in there after the first day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Because I remember me and Taco knew where everything was, because we both met up on Friday by sheer accident, and we were just wandering around and panels and stuff, and yeah.
Didn't you? They have like in that the trade room, or I don't know what they ended up actually calling it, but basically it's somewhere where you can buy stuff. They also had a bunch of games you could play and like tournaments going on. Didn't you play like Mortal Kombat there, Fizz?
Yeah. Yeah, we won't go into that story, but yeah, I did. Because I don't want to repeat it again, and I feel kind of bad.
I was going to actually be in a League of Legends tournament, and apparently like there was a huge miscommunication between the people running the expo and the people running the tournament, and one group was saying no, you can't enter the tournament if you're like coming in later, and the other one was saying, oh yeah, you can do it, and then ended up not doing it because I didn't know what the right answer was.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because I remember I was gonna watch you play, and then that never happened, and so I just assumed that it wasn't a thing.
It turned out that I would have been able to do it, but I didn't find out until like it was too late anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was lame.
Well, it was the first expo. They weren't as organised as they could have been, because they had no idea what they were doing at the time.
Yeah.
Not to sound mean. Don't fire me.
Well,
They admitted that.
No, they did it really well.
They admitted that.
They did it really well. It's just, yeah, they made a lot of mistakes because they didn't actually know what to do the first time. But now they do, so it'll be better this year.
Well, when Susan was speaking to the volunteers right at the start, like before, when we were setting up, she said things will go wrong. So.
Well, yeah, I imagine like their first time
She
at
was
it, they
right.
had over, what was it, 2,000 people or something, so...
Yeah, and they kept having people come in too from like locals. A bunch of locals just happened to walk by, and they were letting them come in. And
Yeah.
I think the final total was
Yeah, I
like
think we scared the
6,000 or
locals.
something.
Was it really?
was it really?
Yeah, it was over 5,000 definitely.
That's
I'm
a
sure they
lot.
said 6 or
Dang.
something. So,
Actually,
yeah,
you
it
were
was a lot.
talking about volunteering time. Who else is... I'm volunteering this year. Who else is?
I am.
I'm not, because I'm not going to
I'm
be able to
not.
go this year because I'm poor.
I'm not, because I'm being selfish.
Aw.
Volunteering is fun. You get to see the Escapist offices. Well, we did it last year. Just go in and see.
Maybe
You get to go in early.
maybe next year. It's just this year. I just wanted to just exist and not really doing anything. But maybe next year.
You don't have to.
No, but I thought about doing it this year. But
You get a
I
cool
don't know.
T-shirt.
You
We got
get a cool
volunteers.
T-shirt. That's what I'm told, anyway. It was actually kind of funny. They sent out this email. I'm sure you've gotten it too, Sky, where they were asking like verifying questions and stuff like that. And one of them was like, "Can you lift at least 25 pounds?" And I responded with, "Well, lucky you guys, because I can lift exactly 25.3 pounds."
All right. Who's flying into Durham?
I am.
I should be, I think.
What, Fizz? You can't drive all the way from Arizona? What's wrong with you? Come on.
Too lazy.
That.
So when you
Go.
fly in, I mean, what is your experience with the airport, and how did you get from the airport to wherever you were staying at the time? Was anyone not staying at the convention Marriott?
We would.
That would.
I
Me
wasn't.
and Sky
Yeah, I
weren't.
wasn't.
I think I was the only one who did in this.
Yeah, you
cast.
were.
Did they have shuttles between all the hotels and the airport?
From the airport to the hotel, I think you had to pay, because I had to pay. But if you want to leave, like go from the airport to, from the hotel to the airport, they offer free service. But I think that's just a hotel thing that they do
Yeah.
nationwide. So
The Marriott website, the Convention Center Marriott, did say they have free transportation between to and from the airport.
yeah, it's just you have to pay from the airport to your hotel.
Damn, I should have done that.
Well, we rented a
No,
car,
what-
didn't we?
Yeah, we rented a car.
Yeah, George,
Oh shit!
But we got a shuttle from the airport to the rent car place, so that wasn't bad.
that was only like 5 minutes. Like, it was right next to the airport, wasn't it?
Have you guys
Yeah.
ever driven on the right-hand side of the
Oh,
road
no.
before?
We
No, it wasn't us driving.
it wasn't us that was driving. It was Jorg.
Okay.
And he's driven in America.
He's used to it, so.
Before, so neither of us would have dared
Thank God
do
for him.
it.
I can just imagine Sky being like, "What the fuck's going on?"
They're all driving wrong. What is this?
Now, is this a regional airport or is this a pretty big airport?
It's international, isn't it?
It's reasonably big.
Yeah, it's international. Yeah.
Oh.
Durham has an international airport? Well, I guess it is a
Yeah.
college town, so...
Raleigh Durham.
Well,
It does now.
It's Raleigh, Durham, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like both of them.
Raleigh, Durham.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there is transportation to and from most of the hotels, I gather, to the airport. You can rent cars while you're there, from what I understand.
But I don't know why you would, but that's just me.
Well, we went on a drive around Durham for the first when we got there to like find a place to get food and drink and stuff like that for our hotels. So, and Jorg was going on a road trip with his one of his friends after the expo was finished as well. So he was using the car afterwards.
Okay.
So it probably wouldn't be worth it just to go to the expo to rent a car because that's a bit pointless and would waste money. But it did actually serve our purpose.
Now, speaking of food and drink, when you're at the convention, are there restaurants or bars within walking distance?
Inside the expo,
Yes.
inside the expo, they had a little like food thing, didn't they? There was like some person had
I
set
think
up
so,
a
yeah. There's
But
a,
there's-
there's
Yeah,
a
they
hotel
did.
bar
It was just
as well.
that was just crisps and
yeah.
stuff.
But there's plenty of cafes and stuff like that in the local area.
Yeah, the one cafe we went to every day was the Blue Coffee Cafe.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah,
Where was that? Because I couldn't find it.
literally just up the road. It was on the corner. Literally
Oh,
like
God
like
damn
Yeah.
it.
30 seconds walk from the
It
expo.
has a big
Oh, shit.
it has a big bullseye symbol on its window.
Oh, wait, I think I did see that.
If you were walking from the
Oh.
Escapist offices to the expo, you couldn't miss it. You had to walk straight past it.
Oh, I never went
Yeah,
that
isn't it-
direction. That's probably why.
I think it was near the bull statue as
Yeah,
well.
it was in a
Whatever
little
that was.
area, a sort of open. I can't think of the word.
I think it's where they had the laser tag, yeah.
Yeah, it was right next to it because they had the big grass area
Oh.
for the laser tag. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I did walk by there. Yeah. I remember looking at the laser tag in that statue. So, yeah, I think I know where that is. Okay.
What was the name of the place that you and me went? I think we went more than once. It was at the like...
Oh, the Tyler's Tap
Get
Room.
Lung Cancer campus.
Oh yeah, I went in there as well.
Yeah, we've got pictures in there.
That place was really good.
It
That
was
the-
nice.
It was good.
That was the place where we took the picture
think-
of Daystar drinking
Drinking my Guinness, yeah.
Guinness, that's what it was.
I think they hate me in there.
Why?
What did you do?
The very first day I went in, I think it was a Friday night. First off, I broke my drink when I said hello to someone, so they had to give me a new
Oh, I
one.
remember that.
And then I didn't like the food I'd ordered, so I'd left it all. And they took it off my bill, and I felt so bad that I gave them a big tip.
Was that the day that
So-
we went in after the volunteering and we all sat at the big table and half of us were playing Magic
Yeah.
together?
Yeah, that one.
All right. So when you broke your drink, what was the drink?
It was just cola.
Oh, then who cares?
I felt so bad.
Now, if it was beer, that would have been alcohol abuse.
Alcohol
true.
abuse.
Alcohol abuse.
Wait, you managed to get Guinness in America?
Yeah,
You
we
can
have
get
Guinness in
any
America.
beer in America.
America!
Is it, have you
that's-
actually been to
that's
Ireland
the-
and have proper Guinness?
I want to go to Ireland, but I don't have a passport.
Oh,
One of these days. One of these days.
you'll have proper
I
Guinness.
want to go to. Yeah, I want to go to like over there and just do a big tour, and I want to go to Ireland and drink all the Guinness.
All of it.
all of it.
Every single
last
drop.
Yep.
So for dinner, how late on an average day? How late did you stay at the convention, and at what times did you usually go out to dinner?
That varied.
Oh, yeah, that varied.
Depends what
Because
end
I
everything
remember,
finished.
because I remember Friday night. Was that no? That was Saturday. Friday night. I don't think anything major went on. So I think I had dinner at like.
Friday night was the movie Bob thing.
Oh, that's right.
Because we went to that
So
afterwards.
so when you pick up your little baggie of goodies, they give you like a coupon to go to Tyler's Tap Room, because when you go there, all you have to do is just walk like right outside, and that's where Movie Bob's movie thing happened. So I think that was like around like 9 o'clock or whatever. So we ate at like 8, but then Saturday was the concert. So I ate after the concert because it was pretty late.
Oh, we just went home after the concert because
Yeah,
we
the
were just sitting
concert-
around eating.
Didn't
Yeah, I went.
we? Did we eat after? I thought we like went to. We went somewhere like between concerts, like before Miracle of Sound came on, didn't we?
Oh wait.
I
Oh,
thought
that's
we
right.
did.
We went to the we went to the bar restaurant.
Remember we
cramped
hung
in
out
the
with
booth.
well, very briefly we hung out with Dr. what's his name?
Oh, Dr. Mark.
Yeah, Dr. Mark. We hung out with Dr. Mark for like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
What?
At the hotel restaurant, and we cramped in that little booth. Yeah, that's right. Because he walked by and
Yeah,
Caroline
he was
wanted to
eating with
talk
some
to him.
people or something. Yeah, he was right.
Yeah.
He was a table over.
yeah, and they were playing Magic. So
Did you guys go to the after party on the Friday before the movie Bob thing?
there was an after party.
I didn't know.
At the
I think that was only for volunteers, Time Lord.
oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was,
It was
wasn't
only
it?
for volunteers and like
Oh,
I don't remember
I
seeing
remember
you there. Where
talking
were
to-
you?
me. I didn't want to go, so I just went for
Oh,
dinner.
we got to chat with Graham Stark for like half an hour. It was fun.
I know. I regret it.
Well, I talked to
I was like, no, I'll just hang out with my friends. But no.
I talked to Nass last year, and she was talking about how like they wanted to do some like late night stuff every night, but it just didn't pan out for some reason. So I hope they do that this year, because I remember after the Miracle of Sound concert, literally everything died. There was nothing to do, and everybody
Yeah,
just
we-
went to bed basically.
yeah, that died.
We went straight home, I think, afterwards because it was late and we just wanted to get to bed, basically.
I think
we've been
went.
jumping and screaming and singing at Miracle of Sound for like an hour and a half, however long it went on
Yeah.
for. We just wanted to go home and sleep now.
Actually, that's right. We found a bar in downtown Durham after that you had to be like 23 years old to go into. We were like,
What?
that's weird. So like half of our
23?
group couldn't go in. I was like, well,
What
I'm
kind of bar was
23,
this?
Well, what's the
I don't
legal
know, it
drinking
was
age in
weird.
America? 21?
but yeah, it's
21,
21.
yeah.
I guess the age thing was it's like they just don't want young college kids in there or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like a old person bar. I don't know.
Well, I guess they're responsible over there because at well, I guess that's just the reputation of the university here. The college downtown is basically you can be 19 and get in. They'll quote unquote card you, but that really doesn't happen.
I spent a lot of time in Athens, Georgia, and yeah, you can get into any bar at any age. It's like they don't give a shit over there.
Yeah. So I'm kind of surprised they actually are responsible in Durham.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I mean, that could just be that could be like an atmosphere type thing. Like they want to keep kids out because they'll ruin all the old people's fun or something. I don't know. They don't want people dancing on the
Probably.
bar, drunk and stuff, I guess.
And why not?
Totally would have done
Well,
that.
you go to Vegas for that, so.
We should have it in Vegas then.
Dude, that would be awesome. Then I could actually drive there because it'd be like 5 hours for me.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and I could drive there too.
It'd be
5-hour
a
drive,
lot.
really? It's a 5-hour
Yeah.
drive to get to Durham from where I live.
Yeah, it's about a 5-hour drive, and it's the most boring fucking drive I've ever been through.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
wasteland,
you haven't
isn't it?
you haven't been through Nebraska
Yeah.
yet.
No, I've been through Nebraska. No, this is okay. Picture Fallout New Vegas,
Yeah.
but
it's-
picture with it without anything interesting, like killing anything. That's the drive.
You
It's
see,
boring.
the drive to Durham from Atlanta is actually, it's not that bad. It's like most, southeast drives where you drive through mountains and stuff. It's usually kind of cool looking. Although,
Yeah.
on the way there, and I really, really hope it's still there, this thing was so awesome, we had to get out of the car on the way back and take a picture of it. This is how awesome it was. There's a Waffle House on the side of the road where the letters were burned out, so it said Waffle Hui.
Oh, I remember that.
And like I lost it. When I first saw it, I was laughing so hard I almost drove off the road. And everybody in the car was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Look."
I remember that. You sent me that picture too. That was so funny.
Yeah, it was like my banner on Facebook for a while.
Oh, that's right. It was.
Waffle Hui.
All right, so You've arrived in Durham. You've gotten to, let's say, the majority of us will probably be somewhere near the convention center, like the Marriott or one of the other places that they have nearby. Let's say you need something like a toiletry or something like that. Where is there any convenience stores or any major stores you can go to nearby if you need an actual item, not a tourist item, but something that's needed?
I'm pretty sure it's just in that downtown area, a few blocks down.
Yeah.
And a lot of
There's probably like a Walgreens somewhere or something.
a
We
lot
went
of
to a-
hotels.
I know there's a corner.
Do what?
There's a what?
There's like a corner shop about a 10-minute walk from the convention center. If you go like the opposite direction
Okay.
to the offices, I got an ice cream from there, and they had a few things.
Well,
If you have
the
access to a
Marriott's
car or
especially,
something.
they usually sell like toiletries and
Yeah.
light amount of medication and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if this
Yeah,
one
mine
does
did.
for sure, but they usually do.
Yeah. But they're kind of overpriced. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, is the shopping in the downtown part, is that like, it's not big chain sellers, it's more of like small establishments?
Yeah. Well,
It was hard
I think so.
It was hard to tell because they had that festival thing going on, so there was
Yeah, that's true.
like all I remember seeing were restaurants, really.
Yeah, and getting turned away because they were like an hour and a half wait or whatever it was. Because we were going to go to that chicken and waffles place.
That's right.
But we couldn't get in.
It had like an hour wait.
Yeah. And we were pretty hungry.
Now, everything that they did at the expo, including Movie Bob's event and Miracle of Sound, that was all at the convention center, or was it somewhere nearby?
The concert was at the convention.
Movie Bob's
But
thing
the
was...
Movie Bob thing was near the tap room, the restaurant place.
It was in the tobacco... what was it called?
Yeah.
Tobacco Industrial
it was-
Estate thing?
It was the
Yeah.
It was a
restaurant
big
we were
grass
just talking
area.
about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So within walking distance?
If you walk
About
down...
10 minutes.
If you walk down to the Escapist offices from the Expo Centre, go through the Escapist offices, on the other side of the building is the tobacco industrial estate bit, which was exactly where all the restaurants and Movie Bob did his thing was.
Actually,
I hope he does that again as a side note, because that was really fun.
I actually didn't get to see the offices last year. I guess if I'm volunteering, I probably will.
They are literally in the basement of the building. You have to go down an elevator to get to it, and then it's a place with no windows. It's very nice. It's got no windows though.
Well, a lot of small businesses and stuff like that do operate in basements.
Yeah.
There's
But didn't they move?
Did they? Yeah, they did. Well, I don't know if they.
No.
I thought they moved right before
Yes.
the expo, didn't they?
Maybe.
They moved a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
I thought they.
Yeah, it was a few
I
years
could have
ago.
swore they just.
They looked pretty
recently
settled.
knew. Oh, maybe I'm just making crap up. Never mind. Continue.
I think the offices did actually suit them really well because they made it look really nice.
And they had their Star
Even without
Destroyer on the
windows.
roof. I love that thing.
Nice.
Yeah, and they all decorated the desks with stuff. I saw someone with a few dragons. That was awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
their desks have all their nonsense on it, and looks pretty cool.
Well, I know there's the devs who made Killing Floor. They rent out a basement of a church nearby, near where I live. That's where they operate out of.
That's awesome.
Now, Fizz, I think you told me once before, because you weren't at that convention Marriott, you were at another Marriott nearby.
Yeah, I couldn't get in.
You had to drive, or no, you had to take the taxi.
Yeah, that sucked.
How? Okay.
Well, I remember one day, because me and Fappy had each other's numbers, so we were constantly texting and just making sure where we were, if we were going to, split off or whatever.
Are you still alive?
And I remember, I almost didn't make it to one panel. Thankfully, they kind of covertly saved me a seat, because they, frowned upon that. What happened was they had the fair going on, kind of behind of where the convention center was, where all, the foodie places were. And the guy...
Oh yeah, I remember where that was.
Yeah, and so the guy had to drop me off 5 minutes walking distance away from the convention center, and I remember running through the whole thing just so I can get in.
What panel was it? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Oh, you know what? It was the first panel, or one of two of Ask the Panel Anything. Where you just make a statement.
I only went to one of those. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't go to the other one, but we went to one, and it was just like you just go up into the microphone and just say a phrase or whatever, and they had to say, was that? Oh, they had to say something nice. It was the hour of love.
Oh, was
it was the hour of love.
That's right.
Yay.
And
I only got to see the last 10 minutes of that.
Oh, it was funny.
I remember saying, I went up there and I said EAPR, and Yahtzee. I remember Yahtzee like perfectly. He just said those are lovely letters of the alphabet.
I hope they do that panel again. That was so funny.
Well,
Or
I wonder who's going to be
something like
moderating
that.
most of those panels since Susan's gone.
Probably Tito.
You
I
think?
would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it'd be really fun if Janelle did it.
Janelle, she's the one with the dark hair,
Because she's
right?
the
She's dark,
yes.
right? I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
she's
so.
pretty cool. I haven't seen much of her, but I think she was on the latest podcast or something.
She was on a podcast a few episodes back.
Yeah, but she was on the recent one.
Like the most recent one, I
last
think
one.
she was.
Yeah. The resident what is her title? The resident Genki girl?
Well, I don't know. I know what's her name is taking over for community manager.
Janelle.
I don't know how to actually say her name. I just remember what the name looks like. I don't remember how to say it.
Oh, So Sleepy?
That's who it is, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Janelle.
Janelle.
That's Janelle? Okay, so they're one and the same? Okay.
All right, well, so we've covered getting to the expo, and we covered, where you can find restaurants and shopping and toiletries and all that. So you're going to the expo. If you had to carry a backpack with you, what would you recommend to go in it to keep you healthy and safe and sane the
Water.
whole day? And what would you recommend not carrying
Nerf
with
gun.
you?
Water.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, water.
Tons of water.
You know what, actually, I'm really surprised, and I think this is just a regional thing. In Arizona, you can ask for a thing of water, and they won't charge you, because I did that in Durham, and they were like, yeah, that'll be $1.50, and I'm like, no, fuck you.
What do you mean by a thing of water?
Just like a cup of water.
Oh, what? They never charge for water in Georgia. That's weird.
Yeah.
I think it was just the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
Isn't the law in Arizona?
Yeah, because you can die of dehydration.
I just lived off Pepsi from that little store they had in the expo.
Oh, yeah.
That must have cost a fortune.
Yep. Not really. I don't drink that fast.
Fair enough.
Now, did they allow outside food and drinks into the expo?
They didn't.
Or did
Within reason.
I don't remember,
Within
actually.
Don't bring
I
don't bring a
remember
huge
either.
pizza in because that's just silly. But yeah, they allowed your own drinks and stuff in. You can bring snacks.
Yeah, I didn't bring anything, so I just bought everything there. Because they had a little kiosk of food and stuff, so.
I guess if you're in the hotel itself, it's not a big deal. I'm just thinking those who are coming from the other hotels where they had the taxi or walk over.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
we had to drive over.
I think they allowed me bringing coffee, so I think it's again within reason. So.
You think they'll do goodie bags again?
Oh, I wish.
Because
I hope so.
So in last year they had a goodie bag full of random crap. But the main thing that was in there that was cool were like these little gimpy decks of Magic cards.
The starter
Yeah,
decks, yeah.
Yeah, they were like
They
little
were
starter
not-
decks. They didn't have any rares in them or anything. I think they were like 40 cards.
That's not true because I got a really good card out of it.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
they didn't have any rares at all. I thought it was all in commons and commons.
I thought it was standardized.
No.
It was
I
all
think
the
it
same.
was standardized, but I got a really, well, maybe, because I got a really good card out of it, so I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just building a black and red deck at the moment, so maybe,
Yeah.
and I got a little excited when I saw it. I was like, sweet, I get a card I want.
Well,
I don't have to pay for it.
I just remember, like, in the hotel before we went down there, like, we were taking a break or something, and we played with these decks, and we did, like, a two-headed giant, and me and my friend got totally annihilated by two people who had no idea what they were doing simply because our decks sucked. Theirs are so... their decks, like, were just so much better. I don't remember which one I was using, but it was terrible.
So for those of us who are not from that region, like I'm from Wyoming,
The
Fizz is from
Southeast.
Arizona, how would you describe the weather at that time, the climate?
It was
Hot.
awful.
Humid.
It was nice.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm used to dry heat and just dry everything.
It was very humid.
So, Yeah, well, I've been to the South before, and I've been to the South during the summer. Like, I went to New Orleans twice in June. No, July, I'm sorry. And that sucks, because it's so humid. But it was actually really nice there. It wasn't that bad.
The benefit we have this year is that it's in October, so
Yeah. So what's the weather going to be like? I have no idea.
it should be better. It should be a little cooler. It'll probably still be pretty humid considering it is North Carolina. So,
Right.
but
Well,
it shouldn't be that bad. I don't
Compared to the UK, it's going to be apocalyptic.
think. Oh yeah, I'm sure. How cold does it get in the UK in October?
Pretty cold. It usually rains quite a bit. I mean, it rained on the Sunday last year, and it was still humid, and that just doesn't happen in the UK.
Oh yeah, yeah. In the southeast, October is still considered warm, but it's usually about, at least in Georgia,
Yeah.
October is usually sitting around 80 degrees still.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Wow.
that's an exaggeration. That's a bad day. It's usually between like 75 and 80.
Jeez.
Well, for me, it depends, because last year it was really hot. So, I mean, it was still like in the high 90s by Halloween. So,
Yeah.
So for all the folks from the mountain region, don't bring heavy clothes.
No, don't.
no.
Well, maybe bring
We're-
one just in case.
Bring flip-flops and shorts and, you know, that kind of stuff.
I'd say bring
What's a flip flop
I think-
and what's a short?
Oh my god.
Simpleton. No one tell him it's funny.
No, Fizz, you know what I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
lived in Cheyenne for a while.
Yeah. Those are the two things you never wear there. Or if you do, it's because you discovered someone had an indoor pool and you go to the YMCA.
We're just hoping to make it to the 50s this October.
Oh, God.
And no wind, but that won't happen.
I'm actually jealous because you guys get weather, actual weather.
Oh,
Like I was complaining in the Bro Vendors chat, like it's overcast. It looks like it's gonna rain, but I know it's not.
In Georgia, it literally, the weather works like this. It is 90 degrees today. What's the forecast for tomorrow? Oh, it's like 89. What about the next day? 60. What the fuck happened?
Let me tell you about Wyoming. The day I was going to Japan, sunny, rain, hail, tornado watch,
Yeah,
rain again, and then some snow, and then it was clear by that night.
yeah, sounds about right.
And of course, the wind never stops. It's about 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour.
Tampa.
You know, I'm actually kind of disappointed in my weather, and I'm not joking when I say this. I couldn't actually take a pan, an egg, and fry it outside on the sidewalk at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was disappointed I couldn't.
When I
this
lived
year.
in Arizona, my mom she would fry like scrambled eggs on the
Yeah.
head of her car.
Yeah,
Starting about September, you can leave your packs of soda on your porch.
Wow, that's awesome.
Now, this year's been a little harder than normal, though, so I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Now, Durham, that's pretty low altitude. Is that exactly sea level, or is it higher up?
I have no idea.
No idea. Someone Google that shit.
I do know that it's, at least for my drive, you do go down, but I don't know by how much. But I mean, for me, you literally, like, it depends on where you're driving from in North Georgia, but in some cases you have to go through Blue Ridge, so you're going up mountains and then back down them. But I don't know if it's on sea level or not.
Trying to find elevation on here, but I don't see it. Either way, if you're from the Rocky Mountain region, you're going to have a ton of energy. Because you're going to be able to breathe so much oxygen in. Oh, it's 400 feet.
400 feet above?
Yeah. I'm at 7,200 right now.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I live in a valley, so
Yeah.
there you go.
So if you're from the Rocky Mountain region, you're going to be fine. Everyone else, I don't know.
Oh God, air! What is this? Oh God!
It's like the president from Spaceballs.
President Scrooge.
Cracking up his bottle of oxygen.
You can tell who's from the Rocky Mountain region when we're running around non-stop.
It's so much energy.
It's like, why can't I want to run a mile right now? Yeah, my
Yeah.
parents hate me for that because they live in Arizona. And every time I go visit them, I'm just like, let's go for a run. Let's go outside.
You can
They're
do
like,
that
calm
by
down.
yourself. You can do
Yeah.
that by yourself.
About 10 minutes later, I'm back in, just wet.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Oh god. I want to die, please.
I want to go home.
Send my regards to my friends.
My parents like, oh, shut up.
It's kind of okay. Sorry, we're
Yeah, we're
derailing,
way
so-
off. What do you have any
Days-
other tips for convention goers?
In terms of
Pack
travel.
light.
I was thinking for once you're there already, and you're at the convention.
Oh, okay.
Be prepared to see a bunch of weird stuff.
Get to if you want to go to a panel, get to the line kind of early.
Oh yeah,
Not
Yeah,
super
get there
early.
as soon as you can.
You don't need to get there like Dragon Con early, like 2 hours early, but you want to get there like, 20 minutes early, at least.
Yeah. But if it's like a really popular one, like it's gonna be popular, like the Hour of Love, I think
Yeah.
you had to be there like 45 minutes before because that line was long.
Yeah. I don't remember them getting too packed too often.
No.
And if for whatever reason the room is packed and you're like kind of far up in line, you can wait there and people will generally leave early sometimes and then they'll let more people
Yeah.
in. So,
Yeah.
I think my advice would be go easy on the sugar until the evening, because when you crash hard.
Oh my god. I remember going to my hotel room and I brought some kind of hard liquor with me just because I wanted a nightcap every night. And I remember like sitting on the laptop and just like I'm gonna fall asleep, but it's like, but I can't because I have this whole thing of alcohol left and I gotta finish it before I go to bed, and I was just so tired.
I know. Do you remember my girlfriend going to bed or taking a nap every like 4 hours? She'd go back to the
Yes.
hotel room and pass out for a few hours and then go back.
That was
I wish I could have done that.
That was so funny. It's like, oh, that's right. And so it was something like you had to go send your sister up to the room to go wake her up.
Yeah, that's right.
I just collapsed on a table every few hours and just laid there for 5
Yeah,
minutes.
and this goes for any convention. There's a huge, if you can afford it or whatever, there's a huge advantage to staying at the host hotel, because
Yeah.
it's literally you get out of the room and you go down the elevator and you're there. You're at the convention.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think
because otherwise you're screwed.
we stayed at the Red Roof Inn, which must have been like a 10-minute drive away from the convention centre. And I mean, it was good enough.
Yeah.
It was cheap, which is the reason we did it, because the Marriott was quite expensive by the time we'd all decided we wanted to go. But if we'd gone to the Marriott, it would have been so much easier because we could have left our bags in our room. We wouldn't have to carry everything.
Oh
and-
my god.
Yeah.
I felt bad for your friend Frappy at the Miracle Sound concert because you had to look after my backpack and Daystar.
Who did that?
Your one of your friends, the blonde-haired one.
Oh, I don't remember him needing to do that. I do remember, I don't know what happened, like some of us left or something, or no, my sister had to leave to go do something, and as she was leaving, for whatever reason, like all of us were turned around watching her leave in the middle of the concert, and as she left, Jim Sterling turned around and like checked out her ass. And we all started cracking up.
I remember
He did it
that.
totally involuntarily, I'm pretty sure, but it was really funny.
I remember that. That was so funny. Oh my god. There's a bunch of unintentional funny stuff that happened.
Oh yeah.
Like with they were the D20 girls, right? The anime girls.
Oh,
Yeah, the cosplayers.
Yeah, so me and Taco.
I remember
think-
this. Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, because you were somewhere. So me and Taco were just hanging out, wandering around the the buying area, and he had this taco head that he carried around, and so we walked by their booth, and they're like, "Oh, we need to get a picture of you," and he was just like, "Okay," and so he stood very awkwardly with like his taco head with all these like
right.
bunny anime girls around him, and then one of them said, I laughed because it was unintentionally dirty. She said, okay, girls, let's pretend we're biting his taco. And I was in the back just cracking up laughing.
I remember ripping on him the entire expo because of like how like uncomfortable he was about that stuff.
It was so funny.
I remember seeing him. I actually said hello to him, but he didn't know who I was until I got back.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were until Fappy pointed it out. I was like, oh, so that's who that is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was running around a lot.
It was you,
Yeah,
Fappy, that shouted at me when I was walking out of one of the rooms, wasn't I? I was walking out. Somebody
I
shouted at
remember
me,
shouting at you and then being completely ignored.
Well, I wasn't really expecting it, and I turned around. And couldn't work out who'd said anything, and I was being sort of ushered out of the room at the time. So I was like,
We didn't know what you guys looked
yeah,
like.
exactly. Saying hello, and I'd turn around, and I was like, "There's 30 people in that direction. Any one of them could have said hello, Time Lord."
Oh yeah.
So yeah, my apologies, but
Yeah, that's cool.
I was dressed up as a doctor, so
Yeah, it was pretty
That
easy
you-
to
yeah.
find you.
I was easy to find. Nobody else was.
Yeah, I was surprised Taco knew who I was. It was like in a picture thread. It's like post a picture of yourself, and I know I told a couple people like who was going to the expo who if you could spot me, I was basically the one carrying around the little Kami doll the whole time.
Who is going to
So,
be at the expo this year anyway? Like, is Taco going to be there? And
I think he said he is. Toad's gonna be there.
that's
Oh,
right.
speaking of which, that just reminded me. Where can we find the closest local police precinct so that we can bail Toad out?
Oh God.
I don't remember where it was, but I'm sure there is one. I could Google Maps it.
Okay, we just need to keep that written down somewhere in case we get the call that we need to bail him out.
And I'm sure we could find someone to kidnap and take their kidney and sell in the black market to get them out for bail. So
Oh God. But like,
I think we're fine.
I'm struggling to think of anybody else who's going this year that has mentioned it. I know a lot of people who wanted to go that couldn't end up going, but
Yeah.
And I think I was on the fence for a while, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going now.
I need to book my hotel.
Oh shit! You haven't yet?
No, I waited till the last second
Oh.
last year too, and I still got in the Marriott.
The Marriott, I think right now when I went on their website, they said no rooms available at this time.
Oh, dang.
We'll see what happens.
I was disappointed because I booked my room in February thinking I'll get the best deal possible.
Nope.
Then they released the blocks, and they're cheaper than what I had reserved back in February, and I was like, God dang it.
Well, I'm gonna have to go there an extra day early for the volunteering. So sometimes if you do an extra day early or something like that, you can get in. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
because I'm coming in on a Thursday and I'm leaving on a Monday. Just because I don't want to come in on a Friday and go to the convention because I know I'm going to be too wiped to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there Thursday night, and then I'll be leaving Monday morning.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll be there from Wednesday evening, probably.
Yeah, well, I think the two of
Oh,
us are
cool.
pretty much gonna have to be there Wednesday night. So I imagine getting rooms for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I should be able to get to the Marriott.
And you might be able to find people looking for roommates. I know I'm looking for one because I have a room all to myself.
Well, I
But
have people coming
you
with
might
me,
be able to
but
find-
I don't know who all is definitely going yet because my girlfriend was originally going to come, but she's starting a graduate program this semester, and she may not have the time.
What about your sister?
I think she should be fine to come. I think the only person who's up in the air right now is my girlfriend. My other friends might need to end up taking like another car or something since I'm going early, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet.
Because I know me and Toad have talked about meeting up on Thursday sometime and just exploring and walking around and dinner and whatever. So
Yeah,
we might have a whole crew going. This is exciting.
be an adventure.
Hooray!
I'll be easier to spot this time as well, so
Woohoo!
Yeah, unfortunately my flight won't get there until about 4 p.m., so I'll probably have time for dinner.
What was it? My flight's coming in at like 3:30 or something like that, and I'll probably get to the hotel at 4. I'm probably gonna just go straight from the hotel and just walk around. I don't care. I'll have the jet
I
lag
think-
the whole week, so who cares?
my flight's usually getting like 9 at night, so I need someone to pick me up. So hopefully my roommate will come around early.
Oh, wait. So how long does it take to fly from the UK to there?
14 hours.
Pretty much all day.
Ugh.
There's There's an 8-hour flight from London, then you get like a 2-hour layover at JFK, and then we had another hour and a half flight.
Some people had to take 3 planes. I had to come from Scotland to London first, and then London.
I had to take a 5-hour coach as well.
Okay, fair enough, you win.
That sucks. You know, I've flown a lot actually in my life. I've never needed to do a connecting flight or anything like that.
No, see, I have to.
That was my first connecting flight. Yeah.
I live in Atlanta, so you know our airport. You don't need to connect to anything ever if you're flying to or from that airport, because it pretty much. I'm pretty sure it is the busiest airport in the entire world. So.
Because I know for me, if I have to connect somewhere, so. To and from North Carolina, I'm stopping in Dallas, and that place is notorious for moving your flight back. And I just now got an updated itinerary. I now have a 3.5-hour layover from Dallas back to Phoenix, so I'm gonna have 3.5 hours of doing nothing. So I figure I'm gonna find yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's
why I prefer to travel with people.
Yeah, well, I'm going by myself, so I'm kind of screwed. So, whenever... No, it probably won't be out by then, never mind. I'll probably pack like a DS or Vita or whatever and just occupy my time.
Well, it'll suck if I have to leave early by myself because it's a 5-hour drive by myself. Ugh.
Ugh.
Ugh. You can only listen to music for so long before you get bored.
Yeah. That's no bueno, dude. That's going to be pretty boring because I've done 2.5-hour drives and I can't listen to music after like 90 minutes.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I just end up getting lost in imaginative stuff and then not paying attention to the road or whatever. I smell something. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna run downstairs and grab a hamburger and bring it back up here and eat it while I'm talking.
Oh, that's just
That'll
rude.
be fun.
Can you get me one?
I'll send it through an email, like or something. Be right back.
Can I get some fries? Hook me up, man.
There'll be a duty on those fries though. You'll have to pay a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
Right.
So.
Any other tips you'd like to give to people traveling out to Durham?
Oh.
Traveling from where?
Oh.
Just anywhere coming into Durham. Any other tips you want to suggest about the city itself, or
if you have a chance, eat the barbecue. It is so good.
The barbecue.
The barbecue. It's not Texas barbecue. It's delicious barbecue.
Oh, just any barbecue in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, I am suggesting.
Which place did you have it at?
Well, I had one at the hotel, and that was okay. The one I was staying at. But then the Tyler Tap Room, that place had really good barbecue. And I couldn't find any other places because they were all packed because of the fair. So, of what little barbecue I've had, it was amazing.
What were you spending on, in general, on food? And is it
A lot.
moderate? Oh.
I didn't spend...
Well, I went to the IHOP every morning, so that's my own.
Well, the IHOP wasn't that expensive, really.
No, IHOP is cheap, and I'm sorry you ate there.
Oh, there is IHOP?
I like
Yeah,
IHOP. Yeah, it was near our
IHOP
hotel.
was nice, yeah.
Okay, let me just preface by saying if you had anything but the pancakes, you're doing it wrong.
I had waffles one
Well,
day.
then-
They were nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. It's close enough to a pancake.
Where else did we go, Time Looks? I always say it wrong. Is it Cracker Barrel?
Cracker
Yeah,
Cracker
I think
Barrel.
that's how it was pronounced, I think.
I'm not a fan of that place because it's too loud.
Yeah, I wasn't keen on it. We only went once.
I mean, they have really good food. Like, their French toast is amazing.
I am back.
Woohoo.
And if you plan to go downtown, are there ATMs in the hotel lobby or somewhere nearby?
Yes.
There is an ATM, but they'll charge you a fee. So
Is it?
I think most ATMs charge.
Yeah,
one,
they do.
There's the one up in the square next to the Blue Coffee Cafe. That didn't charge, I don't think.
Say what?
The one that I was... On Saturday
So
morning,
that-
I was trying to get it to work, and I was angry and shouting at it because it wasn't giving me money. And that when Nazrin and Mud walked by, and I'm sure it didn't charge me in the end when I got the money out eventually. I think it was just the one inside the hotel, wasn't it?
Oh. Because I was going to say, if it was outside, it's probably a bank designated one. And if it's the bank that you use, they won't charge you. But that's weird. They probably did.
Don't know. I don't remember. I just remember getting money and
Oh.
being happy that I had money. So
Oh,
Unfortunately, my bank is in Wyoming and Montana only, so I'm going to be charged regardless.
wait, what bank do you use?
First Interstate Bank of Wyoming and Montana.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I hope you like $3 charge.
Yeah, I'll probably take a bunch of... Well, I might take some cash on hand with me.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Bring cash. Bring cash.
Much
That'll make
cash.
life a whole lot... That'll make life a whole lot easier.
I don't think... Did any of the places...
Yeah, I pretty much brought all mine in cash.
Did any of the places actually in the expo, the sale at the stalls, did they actually take cards? Or was it just all cash and stuff?
Some of it was card, and some of it was cash. Because I remember...
The restaurants took cards.
Right.
It
But
depended
no,
on,
like...
on how big the vendor
No, inside
was.
the expo, though.
Yeah, like the...
I never tried.
I know some places were. Like, I remember I bought a board game, and I remember I paid cash, and I bought some CDs, and that was cash. But there, I saw a few card readers, so
Yeah,
I think they do both.
I know for a fact that at least some of the vendors took card because do you remember what me and Caroline bought while we were there?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking stupid animatronic cat ears.
Have
Oh,
you
used
bought
them
some of
ever
them, did
since?
you?
Huh?
You bought some of them, did you? Was it
Yeah.
worth the money?
And they broke like as soon as we got home.
Oh,
Did they
no.
really?
They just stopped working.
I wanted to buy some, but I couldn't afford it by the end of the week.
Oh, yeah, they were
She-
expensive as
Yeah,
shit.
she blew $100 on like the first hour we were at the expo.
Jesus.
I just bought the standard stuff.
I probably would have done the same.
I just bought an imp hoodie and some DVDs, and that was pretty much it.
I held great restraint. I was really surprised because normally I probably would have blown through money the first day because there was a ton of cool stuff, and they actually had some really cool like card and board games there.
Yeah.
I almost bought a few.
I actually didn't spend much at all. One of the only things I remember even buying was that Chrono Trigger Gato shirt, which is
that's right.
It's one of my favorite shirts now. It's so cool.
Wait, so that reminds me, Time Lord, you did the magic thing over there, right?
Magic thing.
The magic card, the Magic the Gathering. Well, they had that tournament, right?
Oh, I didn't
Ma-
actually participate in it. George
Oh.
did. But we played some games and stuff like that in the Magic Hall, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Magic Hall. Do they sell magic cards in there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they did.
Because I never got to go in that room. That was the only room I never got to go to. So
They had some pretty cool stuff.
I know. No, go on.
Sorry, they had like you could buy individual cards, or you could just buy the packs and the boosters and the starter decks and other malarkey and stuff like that. They had a really big selection of all different types of nonsense that was there.
Cool. Cool, because I was really bummed because I was going to buy some magic cards there and I never got a chance to, and I was totally bummed. So,
Now, on the Escapist, the Expo website, it mentions there's going to be an arcade there. Was the
Oh,
arcade there
yes.
last year?
yes.
And did
A little bit.
did it cost money to play the games?
I
Nope.
No,
don't
free.
remember. It didn't? I don't remember.
No. I played
I didn't get to use them.
I played some. They had a couple of them. I don't think they brought all of them. I remember I played. I don't know if you guys remember this game, Thappy. I don't know if you do. It's a Mario game, but it's with Mario and Luigi.
You mean
And it's like a
Super
co-op
Mario?
game?
Or it's called it's not called. It's called Mario Brothers.
No.
It was
Yeah,
before-
Mario
yeah.
Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first Mario game. I mean, there was Donkey Kong, then there was Mario Brothers, and then there was Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Then they had Galaga, I think it's called, and they had
Galaga?
Galaga. Yeah, and then there was a couple of other games there too.
They probably had Centipede and all the classics.
No, they
I
didn't have Centipede.
They didn't. Well,
I was surprised.
Galaga's pretty similar to Centipede, I think, but
True. I think they had X-Wing. No, not X-Wing. R-Type or XR Type or something like that. I think that was there too.
I was just disappointed they didn't have any beat 'em ups. Those are always my favorite arcade games.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they did have Mortal Kombat, so technically they did.
That's a fighter.
That's
not
not
a
a beat 'em up.
Well, I don't care. Well,
Beat 'em
no,
ups
okay,
like
hold on.
Turtles in Time or X-Men.
Yeah.
No. I was kind of hoping there would be a Turtles in Time, but I kind of had a feeling it wouldn't be there.
It's alright. The Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time is better anyway. It's got better bosses.
Wasn't there another turtle beat 'em up? It wasn't Turtles in Time, but
Well, there was the first one, which was just called
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, the arcade game.
oh, that's right, yeah. And another one I was kind of bummed they didn't have was a Simpsons one.
Yeah, that one's a classic.
Yeah.
You know, me and my sister actually one vacation, we beat that entire game with $1.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was really hard.
How?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, it was set up for, it was back in the day when arcade games were actually still 25 cents. So we each died, I guess, once. We each game overed once or twice. It may have been $1, $1.25, something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
It was under $2, I know that.
That's not bad because normally you could spend like $10 without much of a problem.
To beat, you have to pay like $5 to beat the X-Men arcade game.
Yeah, seriously, that game is so hard. Oh my god, I remember I never beat it. I remember me and my dad, because he used to take me to arcades growing up, and I remember we spent a lot of money on that game trying to beat it, and we never did because it was so hard. Oh my god. I kind of wish I owned an arcade of that X-Men game. It was so good.
I have it on XBL.
Yeah. Well, so is the Simpsons one, and that one kind of sucked. Wait, so is the X-Men one? Is that like a really good translation, or is it just kind of a crappy one?
It's just an it's the same game. They didn't change anything at all.
Okay.
Now at the expo center, because we're describing all these events going on, how is it a pretty easy layout to understand, to find everything you need to find?
I think
Oh yeah,
so.
it's one hallway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, they've
Yeah, it was
expanded
one
this year,
giant
haven't
hallway.
they? They've expanded this year, haven't
Are
they?
they?
They've got like
Did they?
3 or 4 buildings now.
I didn't know that.
Do they really?
Have
I'm
they?
sure it says on the.
I-
I'm
I
sure it
don't
says
think-
on the site that they're using like a couple of extra buildings in the area now.
Huh,
Unless
let
I'm
me
completely
check.
wrong. I haven't really looked into it much because not going, but I'm sure.
Because I know the laser tag was kind of a ways away.
It was,
That was
yeah.
the only one that was far
That was
away.
pretty far away.
Everything else, yeah, because everything else is in the convention center. Huh. That would be kind of cool though, because it was getting really cramped by Saturday. It was really hard to walk
Oh,
around.
they're doing Humans versus Zombies
Yay.
again.
I'm not gonna be there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
anyone participate in that? Because I didn't.
I did.
I did. I
did.
failed miserably.
But the
Up
problem
against
was,
I got double teamed by my first zombie. So
Oh, that's mean.
yeah.
Ouch. I lasted till the middle of the afternoon because I brought my own Nerf
Yes,
gun.
so did I.
Like, we bought it at Target.
I was tracking this zombie who was looking at me, and then
Well, then your
no,
aim
and then the
sucks.
guy came and jumped me from behind, where I couldn't see him. So
You know what?
I killed about
I did
8.
notice a lot of the zombies were cheating. Because, like, you could, like, the minute you walk out of the convention
people
center...
cheat in that all the time.
Yeah,
crazy.
and this one
Humans
zombie
and
was, like,
zombies.
It's more
right
camping
on the other
than
side of
cheating.
the door and just threw a sock. It was like, oh, I got you. And it's just like, that's crap. That's
Well,
cheating.
See, I didn't do it at the expo. I probably won't do it this year either because I participated in the University System of Georgia. Therefore, I've seen way too much of that already while I was in
Oh.
college. Like literally, at my school, they had a Humans vs Zombies going 1 year for the entire year. Like there were multiple different like campaigns of it, but like there was always one game going at any given time. So I got really burned out.
Oh.
And there were
See, I can't
there were
play
enough
that.
stories of people getting horribly injured doing it. It was really funny, like somebody flying through a glass window to get away from a
Oh,
zombie.
my
and
God.
Jesus.
Somebody else jumped onto the back of a pickup truck, like to get away from a zombie that was moving. All sorts of crazy shit.
Jesus.
Yeah,
All I did was run around the outside bit for a while.
that's what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to run around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got caught by this really fast little kid. Damn him.
See, I can't play it because I have really crappy ankles, and I know I'd, like, screw up an ankle the whole time, so it's not worth
Yeah.
it.
Now, so I see here on the Expo website, it mentions the Durham Armory this year. Programming will extend to the Durham Armory for Expo 2013. So I guess they are using a second building.
That's what I saw. That's what I assumed it would be an extra
Yeah.
building or something.
As well as the Carolina Theater.
Well, they use
The Carolina Theatre's in the expo
Yeah.
place.
Oh, okay.
Weren't they showing, like,
connected to
anime or something like there last year?
Yeah.
They were?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something. There was some.
Yeah, they had anime movies running.
Huh.
Yeah, the whole time.
I didn't go to any because, you know.
I didn't go either. I didn't see any. Probably, I think I remember there was like a couple I've never heard of. And then there was like one I kind of had some interest in, but it was just like, I am too tired.
I just ended up doing the expo like I do any con, and it's basically just go to go to a few panels, but for the most part you just hang out and just see stuff.
Yeah.
Like I generally
a lot of panels.
Like I might want to play Magic or something maybe for a little bit this year, but I generally don't like doing something like anything that takes a big time commitment at a con. I don't like doing because I feel like I'm missing out on other stuff. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure I would want to play D&D at a con, for example, because that'd take a few hours and yeah.
Yeah.
I only saw like 2 groups doing D&D the whole time.
Well, they didn't they have the big promotional D&D next thing going on last year?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember.
I think I saw something like that. Yeah. I know in the corner you could buy D&D starter kits and stuff, so I think so. But then again, I could be making that crap up because there was a lot of vendors there.
There were a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much to do in that area. I mean, you could like just buy stuff. I mean, there was League of Legends going on, and there was something else going on in the opposite side of the room.
They were playing Gears of War. They had a Gears of War tournament. They had a Halo tournament, I think. They had a Street Fighter tournament, was it? I'm pretty sure they had at least one fighting game tournament.
I think it was Street Fighter, yeah.
Probably was.
And then
I know they did League of Legends on the Sunday.
Yeah, League of Legends was all weekend, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was all weekend.
I think it started on the Saturday because they had those technical issues on the Friday. Because I was speaking to Cross about it, and I don't know, they cut off their electricity or something like that to the computers, but it wasn't due to start until the Saturday anyway or something. I don't know, I forget. But
maybe they're
and I know you could play.
issues.
And I know you could play Secret World, and I wanted to play the Secret World, but that place was, or that little area was constantly
There were tons
filled.
of people over there, yeah.
Yeah. So I just played a lot of Mortal Kombat the whole time, and I was happy. So.
All right. Well, I think we'll start to wrap up here. I'll let everyone get one last word in, and then we'll call it good for this evening. Fizz, do you want to go?
Not really.
Okay. Sky, do you have anything to say?
Motorcycles.
Ooh.
Right.
That's controversial.
I take offense to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's bring back so many Halo cast flashbacks right now. All right, Fappy?
Let's see. Don't be weird when you meet content creators in person. These are normal people.
lick them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can. That's okay. Yeah, you can lick them in sensual areas, especially Jim Sterling. He'd love it. But other than that,
and don't forget to thank God for him afterwards.
Well, yeah, of course you do that as well. Yeah, he actually. I spent a tiny bit of time talking to him. He's a really cool guy in person. He's really nice. He's not an asshole like you'd think from videos and stuff. And it's actually it's a really interesting experience meeting these guys in person because it completely changes your view of them. Like before the expo, I didn't like Movie Bob all that much. Like I had some of his more recent stuff had just put me off, but then met him at the expo and he's a really cool guy. So I was like, I like you again.
Yeah, I was the same with Jimquisition. I never really liked him as soon as he joined the site, but when I saw him in person, he's a lot nicer
I was
in
like
person.
that too. Yeah, I saw
never got to meet him.
I saw Yahtzee on my flight home. I went via Atlanta, and me and Yahtzee were on the same flight. And I did the stupid thing of going up and asking him to sign something. And he was actually really embarrassed, but he seemed like he's not used to the fame, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is.
He's not cocky with the fame, because he was really embarrassed I went up and asked him about it. Because it was in the middle of the flight. It was during the flight, because I'd realised that he'd sat a few seats behind me. So once the seatbelt light went off, I went up to him and chatted a little bit to him. And I realised after that I probably should wait until like I was off the plane or something like that. But
we were. Me and my girlfriend were
Yahtzee.
getting on the elevator to go up to our room one night, and Yahtzee was getting off the exact same time. He was the only one on the elevator, and him and my girlfriend did that awkward, like, try to walk by each other thing. And both of them, Yahtzee and my girlfriend, both have social anxiety. So they were both like looking at the ground, like, what do I do? And I was just laughing.
The only really content creator that besides like Susan and Nazarene, was Corey. Remember we did the can?
Corey was cool, yeah.
Yeah, he was super shy.
Oh yeah, but he ended up doing that stupid Russian dance thing with us for that picture.
Oh no, it was the can. But he did the Russian.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he did dance for us again. Like right after that, and he said something like, no, it was a Russian dance or whatever, and he was doing like this weird thing, and it was just so random. It was awesome.
Yeah. Actually, not to sidetrack the end of the cast too much, but I was gonna ask. So it's just me and Sky volunteering this year, right? Is there anybody else you know, Sky, that's gonna be volunteering that did last year that I might know? Maybe, I don't know. Because I did last year.
If I win the lottery, I'll be coming and volunteering.
I know I'll probably recognise people when I get there, but I don't actually know anyone's names that are going to volunteer again this year.
But you know Ben, Sky, Chrono.
Yeah, but I didn't know if he was coming or not, because he was supposed to be going with you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if he's still going anymore. He said something about going this year, and he will be volunteering if he goes, but I don't know if he's going or not. So.
Well, if in the event that I don't know anybody else there, you have to be my buddy cop, Sky. So I have somebody to talk to.
That's fine, yeah.
Cool. I think that's it for me. Probably. I ate up Fizz's time as well.
That's all right.
I don't think so. Nah. I mean, seeing as the expo last year was the first actual convention I'd ever been to, so it was all completely new to me and stuff like that. But it's yeah. That's all I got. I don't have any advice that hasn't already been said. So.
Well,
riveting.
I know.
I think
totally.
I think I can piggyback off that and give that statement a point here.
Thank you. Please do that.
And say, like, if you have been to another convention before, chances are, well, I don't know how big this year's is going to be, but last year's was much smaller than anything I had been to. So if you have been to a con, chances are this one will probably be smaller. And just try to enjoy that fact, because a smaller con can actually be a better experience, I think.
Oh, yeah, because you're not lost.
Oh, yeah. I've been to San Diego Comic-Con. It was... I had fun, but it was the worst con I've ever been to. Let's put it that way.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah, but I've heard, you know what? I've actually heard that because
it's so commercialized.
Oh, yeah. It's not even... Can I just bitch about Metallica being there? Because that was stupid. Because I remember looking through my Facebook, and I remember there was like, I saw a Metallica update. We're gonna be at Comic-Con. Come and say hi. And I was just sitting there going, "What the hell are you doing there? You have no business being there. Get the hell out of my nerd convention."
I mean, I like Metallica, but at the same time, it's like, why are they signing autographs at Comic-Con? What?
Yeah. Well, they were showing off a movie. They're like. It's some movie they did and are in. I have no idea what the hell it was about, and I didn't really care. I was just too confused about them being there, because I don't understand. So. Yeah.
Do you judge people by their nerdiness?
Yeah.
No, but
Fizz is like when I was a child. And I was a girl gamer growing up, people quizzed me, so now I test the fuck out of everybody. Revenge.
That is a good form of revenge.
They like ask you who like Batman's archenemy is, and you like shoot back with Joker really fast, and then ask them a far more complicated question. You're like, what was the name of the Death Star operator guy who destroyed Alderaan? What?
He had a name?
Dude, he had an action figure. Of course he had a name.
He had an action figure?
Dude, they have an action figure of every single character who's ever appeared in a Star Wars movie before.
That's what they did.
They had an action figure of, was it Captain Antilles? The guy who's getting choked in the first movie. And the
Oh,
action
he
figure
did
is
have-
of him being choked. He's not even like standing there like a normal dude with a gun. He's dying.
That's fucked up.
Oh god.
All right. Train has derailed. You're welcome to just leave. Whatever.
Well,
All right, bye then.
well, we can blame Daystar because he's right here.
Yeah, fuck Daystar.
God, Daystar.
He's actually
again?
on vacation
Damn it,
right now or
Daystar.
something, so it's a perfect time to blame him.
Yeah. Well, his representative is right here, so it's okay.
Are we
Is
gonna
Daystar
take him
going
again?
this year?
I don't know. Do you want me to take him again?
I don't care. I don't know if Daystar deserves this kind of treatment.
I don't know either. But you know what's actually kind of funny? I don't know if you were there in the chat. We were joking around, and I got 2 strips of cloth, like fabric cloth that you would like make like something out of curtains or whatever,
Yeah.
and made that into a scarf. And I put it around his neck, and I put my glasses and put it on him, and I took a picture, and I just said, "Hey everyone, Daystar is such a hipster," and I showed that picture in the chat, and so Daystar has dubbed him Hipstar.
Oh,
Claire.
God. That is so bad.
Wow.
That is so bad. Oh god.
But it was really awesome though. He actually still has a scarf on. I haven't bothered to take it off.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming on and giving some advice and information for everyone out there who's listening.
Yeah, no problem.
The relevance is of questionable variety.
Yeah, we'll have to pick through the crap.
It
to
is
find
now.
The gems.
It's like Where's Waldo?
Oh god. People keep telling me I
Unfortunate-
should go as Waldo to like Dragon Con and stuff. But it's such an overdone costume. Every skinny
is.
white guy with brown hair has done Waldo at a con before.
Yeah. Yeah, then everyone's gonna stop you. Hey, I found Waldo. Yeah.
Actually it'd be a great costume would be go as Waldo, except you have like a thick mustache. And when somebody's like, "Hey, I found Waldo," you turn around and you're like, "I'm not Waldo." They'd trip you up on the Waldo books by like putting somebody dressed as Waldo, but it isn't Waldo.
I always hated that. Hey, there's Waldo. Oh, no, it isn't.
I'm Frank.
I'm his French cousin. Keep walking.
You have not found the real Waldo. You do not collect $200.
Your Waldo's in Nerd Castle.
Oh god. Well, the best like duo costume for that would be to go as Waldo, and then like you're with a woman who's going as Carmen Sandiego. You find both of them at the same time. It's like a double kill.
That would be. Speaking of that, I remember at the expo there was a lot of people dressed up, and someone was dressed as Pyramid Head, and I felt so bad for the guy because he was on stilts.
My girlfriend fangirled like crazy over that guy.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, he looked really
He
good,
was
though.
good.
Yeah, he had a good costume, but he was the Pyramid Head from the movie, and I hated the movie, so
Oh really?
yeah.
But they're hilarious.
The movie's hilarious, or
Hilarious in a bad
the
way.
costume
Yeah,
was. Yeah, sure.
the movie's hilarious.
I haven't seen the second one, so I'll take your word for it.
I have.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Well,
There's a second one?
Hold on. Quick question. I have a question. Damn it! Do I need to bring like alcohol to enjoy this movie because it's that good?
It's worse than the first one.
Well, I know. I know it's terrible, but
It's a good
will
one.
I enjoy it better, or is it just one of those you just have to like sit back and just watch the train wreck?
Everything's better with alcohol.
All right.
all right. On that note, we will see you all at the expo. Take care and be safe. See you later.
Woo!
Bye.
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 Okay, you can hit stop.
Never. I will record forever.